All right, everybody, welcome back to today's midweek market breakdown. It is Wednesday, April 6, 2016. So let's go ahead and take a look at the markets. Let me show you this. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the euro dollar. Let's go on our daily. All right. So what we have on the daily chart, we did close above that structure level right there. So with we are anticipating for price to come back up to either this right here for this previous structure or right here. Now, usually what we want to do is try to determine where price is most likely going to terminate to. And to do that, we do a few things. We can do some Fibonacci extensions from here to here. But the 1618 would be in that previous structural level right here. This is a pretty minor structure. As you can see, we've only tested that one time, and it's pretty far. It's about August of 2015. But we do have that 1618 extension right there. We also might have an equal measure move to that level. And that is about a 382 retracement, this move right here, which most often price do come to that 1618 extensions once they hit that 382. So that could be an opportunity right there. However, for me, I don't trade specifically on the daily. And also we did miss this entry right here already. So what I would be looking for is maybe a smaller opportunity right here on the smaller time frame, and maybe just use some extended targets up to that level of structure. So let's go ahead and go down to our 240. We don't really have anything on the 240, except we see that price is actually respecting this level right here. We did test that about 3 times already. Now price is coming back down to that level, and it's looking like it's testing that level again. So whether or not this level would hold, we will see for later on. So let's go on to 60. Let's see. All right, for a shorter term move, we do have I believe this might be a Gartley pattern. Let's double check. Okay, yes, it is. With the termination point at the 127. Go ahead and draw that in. Oops. 882 be right here. And D completion is not the prettiest one, but it is still that Gartley pattern. Targets, of course, is first targets at the 382 retracement and the 618 for the second targets. As you can see, price is looking like it's respecting this other level right here, about the 114 even. So that might be a little bit harder to get to. And if it does, we'll see if it does complete or if it invalidates our pattern. So let's go ahead and go to $CAD. All right, we still have this same thing that we identified last week, is that termination point right there with a double bottom. Now price did make that double bottom and had that divergence. However, price was not oversold on this first bottom right here. It was, however, oversold on the previous not structure, but previously right here, not on that double bottom. Okay, so there's a couple things actually that you can do with this. If you do trade that daily chart, what you can do is you can wait for price to violate this structure and come back down to a 618 retracement, and you can enter through there for a buying opportunity for price anticipating to go to this level of structure or to this level of structure, using that 2618 opportunity. Or what you can do is you could also just head down to the lower time frame and look for an opportunity there. So let's go to our 240. See. Nothing there. Go ahead on the 60. Not quite. All right. Go to dollar yen. Dollar yen, we did close below that previous structure level. So let's go ahead, and it's looking like it might go to our oversold condition. Let's go down to the 240 and see if we have any opportunities. Nothing there. Let's go to, let's see, we might. Okay. So we have a possible cipher pattern that could complete later on. Right there. And let me draw that in for you. And completion at the 786. Now, that is still about 70 pips away. So maybe later on today we could have that. The first targets, of course, on your 382, about 43 pips, and second targets to your 618, about 68 pips. All right, let's put that. Now, next one we have pound dollar. All right. We could have a pattern to complete also right here. Now, this is also a little bit harder to accomplish because we do have that even handle number right there, and it looks like it had been respected previously by this this right here and this one right here, this test, and then this test right here. So we could do the same thing, just test it and respect that level, or we can come back down to a 127 extension right here, and we could have, if that happens, we could have a potential Gartley pattern in the daily. Again, one thing to be mindful about the daily is that we do it is a little bit more risk, usually over 100 pips of risk. So let's see, 127, about 178 pips of risk. So if that's something you can tolerate, you can put that on your radar and take advantage of it when it completes. The 240, not really showing us anything. 60, it's about the same thing. All right. Go to Aussie dollar. All right, we still did not close above this previous high right here. Let's go to the 240 chart. Okay, nothing there, and go to the 60. And there is something there, but I did miss this one, however. Yes, that's a bad pattern right there. 886 did complete. Looks like it has not reached the first targets nor the second targets, and but it is coming up there already. If it does complete, obviously this is one that we missed, or I missed already. If it does come back to this entry point right here in the 886, it has not been invalidated, so I will take advantage of that. Otherwise, I will just wait for another opportunity. So let's go to New Zealand. All right, you see this stair stepping up right there. Let's go to the 240. Nothing there. Let's go to 60. Nothing there. Go to Euro Yen. Euro Yen, we could have a potential bat pattern right there, but because this is not showing us any lows yet, it could still come up and give us a Gartley pattern. That's still ways away, so we won't worry about that right now. So Euro Yen. Let's see if this is anything right here. Not quite. Let's go to 60. There's nothing there. We did have this structure right here. This is not a double bottom, but this could be. It's a little bit funky looking, but if price does not close below this structure right here, we could be looking at a double bottom, but not yet. So we still should have to be waiting for that. Now let's go to pound yen. All right. Pound yen, we did have that cipher that we identified last week. As you can see, we're still really far from that. Price is actually coming back down to this structural level, which is our C our C point. So, but if you can see right here, we actually have another pattern right there. This is a bullish bat formation. It's actually at the completion right now and our entry point right now. Let's see, that is about 234 pips of risk. So if that's something you can tolerate, this is a daily pattern that is at completion point right now. First targets would be at the 382. Second targets at 618, about 327, and about 514 pips to second targets. Good risk to reward ratio. However, that's not a risk that I'm willing to take because it's just over the 100 pip mark. Let's see, for 240, nothing there. Let's go to 60. Really nothing there yet. We do have the same thing that's happening here, about the same thing that we saw on the euro yen, which is this double bottom. This is not the candle has not closed yet, so it could still violate this low right here. If it does, then that invalidates our double bottom. If it doesn't, then that could give us a validated or that could give us a double bottom that we can take advantage of. So that's something that we should still be waiting for. All right, I think that's the last of it. So if this is the first time joining me, I do this every Wednesday about 7:30 GMT. You can tune in again next week. And what I do here is I normally just go through the pairs that I trade, kind of give you a breakdown how I look at the markets and look for opportunities to trade during the week. Sometimes I do give you a review of the things that I've traded in the week. Most of the times I just do that for educational purposes. So if it's not anything that you can take anything out of, then I don't usually bring it up because that's just me talking. And if you're not going to learn anything, then it's kind of a waste. So till next time, I will see you again. Good luck, traders.